Hey guys, jumping in to share how I'm getting really good returns with Project X. It's a only a month old, and it's a really uh, successful DEX on the Hyperliquid EVM. In 24 hours, they've generated 241,000 in fees. They're up to a TVL of 81 million. Um, 24-hour volume, 110 million, almost 111 million. Um, they are now the uh, number one DEX on Hyperliquid right now. So what I'm doing to get some really good yield now, I had a good run. It was about a 4 or 5 day run um, with my last settings. Made some really good returns, but the market changed yesterday. Stuff started getting pretty crazy, and my hype just got carried away from Bitcoin. It just didn't stay in range, so it needed to be rebalanced. Um, so when you rebalance, you need to go to cost fees. Now I found the difference was huge between I went to Hyperbloom to rebalance. Um, it was like $40 for me versus and I was surprised because uh, versus the one I've been using, and I guess I'm gonna shop around more. But this one was Liquid Swap. I guess it was just Liquid Swap does shop the exchanges, but it look the difference is it stops at one of them. So anyway, the best rate I could get was between $300 and $400 to rebalance. But I was able to come to Hyperbloom, and it did it for $40. So that was a big deal because my yields were about $700 something dollars. More than half of it would have gone towards rebalancing. Um, so anyway, what I'm doing, so you go through. Let's do hype UBTC. Um, Kind of ignore this because what you're gonna get here depends on your range settings, which is the trick to this for good yield. Right now, if we're at 20%, you're gonna need more capital, and your APR is gonna be lower. So we want to really be as tight as we can without going out of range quickly. And if you go out of range, it's not the end of the world. I mean, you end up basically. So say you have $10,000 total. You have 5,000 in hype, 5,000 in BTC to start. You go out of range means you're either going to end up with $10,000 worth of hype now or $10,000 worth of BTC, and you're going to have to swap them back to a 50-50 to get back in the game to earn the yields. Um, and I'll show you what I'm getting right now at 9 a.m. what I opened up with. Um, but okay, so you see down here where it says minimum and max. This is where we want to figure out where to set this range. So guys, let's use AI. I went to Grok. Tell it what it's doing. It's looking at the market for me today. First it balanced in hype. It's looking August 15th. He's studying the markets for me. Here's the range settings it gave me, which I used for the pool this morning. That I'll show you how that's been going since 9 a.m. So a little right at an hour. I'll show you what I've made in an hour off of roughly 0.2 BTC worth. So I went with the balanced, but for this pool I did it again because this is a different pool. This is the BTC. So for balanced, we're going to go here. I'm going to copy the minimum price. And you just tell Grok what you're doing, what we're trying to calculate. Put the range setting in. So that's what Grok's suggesting out of the market. So that's what I'm going with because Grok's been pretty good. So what we would do now, and I don't have any BTC because I have it all on the other one, but what you would do now is you take it and you're going to figure out how much you're going to need. So if I put in 50%, so I know that I'm going to need to come up with, I got almost 3 hype. To do it in this ratio, I need 1.4 hype and 0.00047 BTC. So $50, 55 worth of BTC, 67 worth of that. If I had $55, then I would deposit it. It would enable it. I deposit it and open it up a position. So the position I opened up this morning at 9 a.m. It's like what 10? It's like right at 10 a.m. right now. So it's already made, $8, $8.50, and it's in range. And these are the settings that I used today for Grok. I had, because I'm doing K-Hype, the Hype BTC, so it was reversed. I had to do it in Hype. So I went with balanced on there. I did 2,217, 2,709. And it's doing very well in an hour. So guys, I'm really loving Project X. I'm really loving farming liquidity pools on the Hyperliquid EVM, and just doing DeFi in general. I feel it's, using these tools for me. I like, just like making the yields, getting some passive income going. Don't have the time to watch the charts. That's real risky if you're not into the high risk leverage trading. This is a very good passive way to do it. You can use my you'll get a multiplier 10% point boost if you use my referral link. My link pod is in the description and on my profile, and with everything I'm using. But yeah, so the range settings, just go to Grok, talk to it. Here's what I said to it this morning. Or, it's pretty smart. Just went and talked. Talked to it to work through. Finally, got it down to a science, I think. So, all right, guys. Hope that helps. Stay safe.